Alright, so pretty much here's the deck. I've been working on this deck for about 4 months, testing it out on Dueling Network. Seeing, you know, what goes with what, testing it with Cardcar D, without it, different options. But this is the TCG build, since Laval's got a bit of a setback since Sweltering isn't getting released in the US. But yeah, this is a deck. Alright, so start off with 3 HandMaidens. Obviously, you know, allows you to mill cards. Unfortunately, it has to be the last card that goes that resolves in an effect for you to get its effect to send another Laval to the grave. So you got to be careful with that. Just play smart. Tuner, Synchro, Rekindling, go for game. Yada yada. Laval Cannons 2. At normal summon or flip summon, it allows you to special summon one removed from play Laval, which you can use for synchroing. You can use for exceeding. You know, do whatever play you need to do to go for game. One Laval Miller, he's kind of like the the US version of Sweltering. It's a monster. Send 2 Lavals to the grave when it's destroyed by battle. Unfortunately, in this meta, he's kind of slow because people like to pop a lot. So, you know, just, you know, set it. Hopefully your opponent, you know, likes to attack a lot, or just swing into their monster, fuel up your graveyard, go Rekindling, do whatever you need to do. Laval Magma Cannoneers, I run 2 of them. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, you don't get the effects of Maiden off of him, because that has to be the last thing that happens. But he allows you to dump your grave with, you know, Lavals that you might not need. Activate Foolish Burial, dump in HandMaiden, you know, make the plays that you need to play. One Laval LanceLord. Yeah, he kind of bad, but he's a level 6 non-tuner, 21 beat stick. You are allowed to normal summon him without tributing, and then at end phase he goes to the graveyard, which right there at the start of the duel you have a Laval in the grave, ready to go. He's 200 defense, which you can bring out Rekindling, use him for synchro material. And if you want, you can actually run 2 of him, and then when you go Rekindling, bring out Photon Strike Bouncer, you know, make the plays that you need to make. I'm just giving out ideas. Feel free to do it with the deck however you want. 2 UFO Turtles. I'm going to explain later on why. I know most of you guys are like, alright, he's running UFO Turtle, let me stop watching this video. But no, this is actually a very useful card. I'll explain why later, why it's good in the deck. It's when it's destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 fire 1500 less from the deck, but that's not why. 1 Boost Warrior. I ran this deck so it, you know, it doesn't really clog, you know, not too many cards clog up your hand. Yeah, so that's why I run the 1 Boost Warrior. When a tuner is on the field, such as HandMaiden, you can special summon him from hand. You can bring him out with Rekindling, Synchro for a formula, you know, draw 1. 2 Battle Faders. You're gonna wanna, you know, stall just in case, you know, for some reason you're just not getting what you need in the start of the duel. But yeah, Battle Faders, level 1, you can use them for material to synchro into formula as well. Morphing Jar. You're really gonna need this card. He's just helped me on countless occasions. People will swing into it. Yeah, your opponent gets a +5. I mean, well, yeah, your opponent gets to draw 5 cards, but at the end of the day, what you're gonna draw is just gonna be 10 times better. You know how great it feels to run into 2 Rekindlings? Oh my god. Alright, now the spells. Off rip, you're gonna need triple Rekindlings. You don't want to run any less. This card is absolutely amazing. I really hope it doesn't get hit by the ban list that's coming up, because that would just suck a lot of butt. This video would practically be pointless. 1 Monster Reborn, you know, basic staples, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, MST, get rid of back row, special destroy. Future Fusion. Yes, Future Fusion. Why? How? Yeah, this is the part where UFO Turtle comes into play. You're going to need him to fuse into this big guy. This guy is absolutely amazing in this deck. You go Future Fusion, dump UFO Turtle, dump a Pyro Monster, which is, you know, what you need to fuse into this deck. into this card. Dump up your grave, activate Foolish Burial, or just set the HandMaiden. Hopefully your opponent destroys it, sends it to grave, fuel it graveyard, go Rekindling, go for game. Hopefully it doesn't get banned. A lot of people saying it's gonna get banned, but you know, yeah. Alright, Foolish Burial, no brainer. Rhoda, you are going to need Rhoda to search into your Boost Warriors, into your Laval Cannons. You know, just get the cards that you need to go for game. That's why I didn't want to run 2 Boost Warriors. You just really just want to thin out the deck. You don't want any cloggy hands. Gold Sarcophagus. Yeah, you're just gonna need this card. Literally do not play this card unless you are actually smart about your plays. When you play this card, make sure you're thinking 5 turns ahead of time. You know, what card am I going to need to save me from blah blah blah. You're running triple Rekindling, you're going to draw into the Rekindlings, you're milling out half your deck, so you really don't need to search it, but it's, you know, it's just there for you to grab like cards like this guy or some of the traps in the deck just to help you out in the future. Like grab that Solemn when you have Rekindling in your hand so your opponent just can't do anything about it. DustFlame Blast traps. I run 2 of these guys. This card is insane. You can banish all the Lavals from your grave. I know what you're thinking, that's stupid. No. You get to destroy up to the same amount of cards that you removed on the field. So you can literally just nuke your opponent's side of the field and then go for Quasar, swing for game. I run 2 of him. It's because you're just going to want this guy in your hand. You know, set it. It's great at any point in the game. Well, probably not the beginning of the game, obviously, because, you know, you're not going to need it. But Solemn Warning, yeah. 2 Torrentals. It's great for sending that HandMaiden into the grave, killing your opponent off, fueling your graveyard, yada yada. 1 call. You're going to want, you know, at moments your Rekindling might just not be enough, which doesn't even make sense, but it does. You're going to want to call the Hunter, bring back the monsters that you need, bring back some of the synchros that you need. Let's say somebody destroys TG Hyper Librarian, bring it back, get your pluses from the draws, yada yada. Return from a different dimension. You're going to need this card for the DustFlame Blast. Just everything that you removed, just bring it all back, go off. Paying half your life, but it's a last resort kind of card, or just, you know, whatever plays you need to do. 1 Compulse, 1 Magic Drain, Starlight Road. You're mainly. I was thinking of putting 2 Starlight Roads into the deck, but I realized that Starlight Road tends to, you know, just sit there at times, waiting for your opponent to make that play. So I put in Magic Drain instead, just in case your opponent MSCs the wrong card, and you just kill that card, just kill that Heavy Storm, kill that, you know, those Forbidden Lances that just get in your way. Compulse, get rid of the, you know, the Zen mains, the annoying cards you just can't get over, like Spirit Reaper or some stupid card. Mirror Force and Jar of Greed. Mirror Force, you already know. Jar of Greed, why? Because you're just gonna want that extra draw. That it's a perfect MST bait. This card's allowed me to win a lot of games. Alright, now for the extra deck. Blaze, Phoenix, the burner of Bombard Birds. This is what you need for Future Fusion. It's a 2,800 beat stick. It hits the field. You can inflict 300 damage to your opponent's life points for every card on the field. Yes, I said it. Every card on the field. At games, I would literally just nuke my opponent for 3,300 just off of its own effect. It's such a good card. It's very versatile. It's, I don't know, it just wins a lot of games for me. Formula. I don't really need to explain that. Synchro, go into Quasar, draw 1. Laval Dragons, run 2 of those. You can, this card is absolutely amazing. I don't know why people haven't been running it before. Special, bounce it back 2 Lavals back to the deck, bounce the cards on your opponent's side of the field back to the hand. Synchro for Quasar. Quasar has nothing to stop him, just go for game. Catastor. Yeah, it's Catastor, come on. TG Hyper Librarian. Obviously, yeah, you just get a draw for every synchro you make. 1 Laval Dragon. Great card. You can bring him out easy in the deck. It allows you to dump that add a Laval to your hand, then send a Laval to the grave from your hand. So you can grab that HandMaiden, send that HandMaiden back to the grave. Maiden goes off, fuel your graveyard, blah blah blah. Which he's also great to use after this guy, so you can just remill out everything. Call the Haunted, bring him back, you know, more plays. 1 Steenen, the level 7 of the deck. Anytime he's targeted by anything, remove from play a Laval, he lives, dodges lances, blah 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 blah. Obviously no spell speed 3s. Ancient Flameveil Deity. Oh my god, this card kills every deck I know. Well, yeah, any deck that needs the graveyard. Ancient Deity, for every card your opponent has in their hand, you can remove from play the same amount from the grave. So pretty much you're killing off the grave, you're killing off the Dragonflies, you're killing off the Graphas, you're just killing off a lot of decks, minusing your opponent, killing them off, and it gets 200 for each card that it removed. So he's just a level 7 beat stick, just chilling. Red Dragon and Stardust, Starlight Road, you're gonna need this guy. He's just great for getting over those Spirit Reapers, those, you know, defensive monsters you just can't get over, or just a monster that's just for some reason stronger than, you know, the Stardust that you have. Mistworm? Yes, Mistworm. Beautiful card. Summon, bounce back, swing for game. Don't need to explain that. Shooting Star Dragon, you need it for Quasar. It's just it's Shooting Star Dragon. You can actually synchro in this deck into it, if for some reason you can't go Quasar. And Quasar. Yeah. And last but not least, Utopia. You're gonna need him. He's gonna be very, very, very useful when you just want to stall out, or you know, you just can't make the right plays immediately. So you can go Cannon, grab back the Cannoneer that was probably used by DustFlame Blast, Exceed, go Utopia, you know, just swing, dodge, block. And pretty much that's a deck. Comment below, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me what you think I should take out. And if you guys want me to build any other decks, yeah, just comment below and I'll build them for you, because I have access to a lot of cards. Yeah. Well, bye bye.